Well, here's the thing.
Ah!
Okay.
Rah!
Well, here's the thing.
Salty.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj.
Well, here's the thing.
Lizzo.
Okay.
What do y'all have in common?
Well, here's the thing.
My husband, big boo.
Black women.
We out here MMA, not podcast.
Bro, Juneteenth, baby. What's up? Welcome to We Out Here MMA podcast, but show, but now podcast. The only reason I mentioned that is literally in my neighborhood yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? There were 5,000 black people. I was like, what's going on today in my neighborhood? There was a festival going on. It was called
Why do you
Black.
sound so mad about it?
I'm not mad. Guess what?
Sound upset.
Oh,
honestly.
they all
Hey
called
guys,
me.
comment below if you guys think Gil sounded upset.
There are all these people in my neighborhood, and I said,
What do you mean,
"Get
you
out."
people?
What do you mean? No, it was called Black on the Block, and you know what? I felt out of place for the first time in my life.
Did you support?
I did.
Did you go out there and hang out? And
No, he
Buy
just
a
screamed
ticket.
out. He screamed out of his window. Keep it down.
Hip hop is bad.
racers.
Hip hop is bad. Anyways, guys, hip hop is great. Look, a fight happened this weekend, and I think I got almost all my picks right. Just putting it out there. We don't know
You
for
kinda
sure,
did.
but I kind of did.
Like you
So-
were wrong. You were wrong,
Yeah.
but you got a lot of picks right.
My
But you were wrong though.
my stances were wrong. My opinions
Your-
were wrong, but I got
Your
them all
reasons
right.
were wrong. Yeah,
Exactly. Completely wrong.
That's fire.
Alex, I don't think we ever addressed that you actually have moved locations, but it's different from the other location with the bird cage. So now you have a dog cage. What has happened?
Yeah, last week when I moved into the spare room, just because like when we were recording in the camper, I had to use my laptop, but for some reason the quality was so like different. So then I moved in here last week. But normally there's not a dog cage, but I have the puppy literally right under my legs. She got
Show it.
fixed a couple
Show it.
days ago.
Show it. Show the puppy,
Uh,
dude.
Oh, he just shows his cock. Like, oh, Alex.
Oh, little pup. Also, you have a dog cage. You have a bird cage. What other cages do you have in the Acosta household?
I don't know.
That's a good
Obviously,
question.
just
He has a
these-
cage for his frozen flash brewed pucks of
Ooh.
Cometeer.com. Use the promo code We Out Here MMA for some
Mhm.
delicious coffee. Nick, have you tried it yet?
It's very good coffee. What do you mean, have I? Of course, I have.
You've been trying it. My bad.
I've been drinking that
He
shit.
bent,
I
tried
drink
it.
the decaf. I drink the normal calf. I get a nice
put it-
little.
Did you put 8 ounces of
caffeine
water?
boost. I put a little bit more sometimes. Sometimes a little less. Sometimes I'll make it like a little like espresso. It tastes better with 8 ounces though. You follow the instructions. Don't try to be fancy like me and fuck up the coffee. Do the 8 ounces, fluid ounces. Okay, fluid ounces.
Yeah, don't put on a food scale.
Oh yeah, but the puppy got fixed, so she can't be around the other dogs because we can't let them like lick her wound or whatever. So she's chilling in here with me today.
Bring her to
Well,
the
there you guys
crib.
have
She
it.
could hang out with me, dude.
Alex, let's look at a coast.
Love pups.
You want videography? You want photography? You want PC setup? Or you want someone to take care of your dog? This guy
Dude,
does it all.
Alex,
Get this guy a lady.
he made a video with Ron Skolsdang, the nicest, scariest man I've ever met, aka One Punch Man.
What does Ron do?
And
Tell for the audience that don't know.
Ron is a professional fighter, kickboxer, MMA, kickboxing world champ, Muay Thai world
Yep.
champ.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, WBC, and he has 1 million different businesses. Ron is a fucking inspiration to all. But
Lacy Loops.
dude, watching
listen.
him train, watching him spar, he is so scary, dude. But he's the sweetest, most soft-spoken man I've ever met.
What do you think people say when they watch you spar, Nick?
I'm like, this guy sucks, and they're right.
Yeah, Ron's so nice he doesn't even cuss. Like he'll say fudge.
yeah,
and
it's
shoot.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? Have you guys ever thought about that? Do you feel like you curse too much? Because I feel
Yeah,
like I curse
100%.
too much.
I
Do you ever
do.
find yourself in other circles of like people that don't curse and you say it and you kind of feel like, oh God, I'm that asshole.
I'm pretty
Nah,
honestly.
they're pussy. That's
Yeah.
why.
And
they're
there we go.
pussy.
Honestly,
and that's how
I'm
people
pretty
feel about your
good.
sparring.
I've been cussing for forever. So I still remember when I was like in first, second grade, I was like, fuck shit. That's because my parents cussed, or at least my dad cussed a lot. But I'm really good at knowing when to cuss or when I should be or when I shouldn't. And I'm really good at not doing it when I don't need to be. So yeah, if I'm ever in a setting where I don't need to be, I don't even have to worry about it because I know I won't slip up. bitch.
I feel like I cuss too much. I use my curse words in regular day
I'm like you,
conversation
dude.
too much. But part of me is like, nah, it's fine. I cuss around my clients. I cuss around like all kinds of people,
Yeah,
but
me
it's
too.
never like out of place. It's always to use and emphasize like this fucking guy. And you already know what
That
kind of
is
guy
true.
I'm talking about.
You do
know?
use it as that, yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm serving tables, I'm like, what the fuck you want?
See, that's rude.
I'm like, boy, what
That's
the
rude.
fuck you want when they trying to mess around with the
Yeah.
orders? I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
I'm just
Or
joking, don't do
if
that.
you're a waiter, you'd be like, oh, you got to try the chicken sandwich. It's fucking delicious. And they're like, you know what? I'm in on that chicken sandwich. That's what happens.
And where's that chicken sandwich from?
My kitchen. Come to the crib. I'll make a delicious kitchen grilled chicken
on that
sandwich.
barbecue
And it's-
thing.
Yeah, and it's good macros, bro. It's good fucking macros. High protein.
Whoa, guys.
Yeah,
this
dude.
guy got really nervous about his recipe that he spun his head around.
I just do like this.
Sorry, that made me really laugh that Alex imitated me so quickly, but that's fine. Whatever. Let's get to our fight recap. No cap. Gentlemen, this fight card was a great follow-up to the last pay-per-view.
Oh my god.
You know
so
how
good.
sometimes these fight
Might
nights
be
like,
better.
Yeah, I
like,
think it was
I don't
better.
care, bro. What the fuck? It's the live audience. I think it's Austin and the live audience. It's all
Dude,
Joe Rogan. Thank you,
that-
Joe Rogan.
That freaking arena was electric. Like obviously it helps that every fight was like a finish and a spectacular one. But man, like any little thing that happened in any of those fights, the crowd was so freaking loud. You could
Smart
feel it.
crowd too. Smart. Like every time
Yeah.
there was like a stuffed takedown in one of these intense fights, you hear cheering. Oh, I'm like, dude, wow. This is like
Almost
Japan.
like the Japanese, dude.
So what we're
Pop
trying
on
to say
ass.
is
Be more Japanese, dude. Be more
Ooh.
like the Japs, all right?
so we're trying to say Texas is very similar to Japan. Wow, racist and broken. Let's go, baby.
Almost the same.
Let's go, baby. Let's start at the bottom of the card. Adrian Yanez versus Tony Kelly. Tony Kelly coming out saying stuff at the weigh-in and before, and also, you know, things about Brazilians. Adrian
What'd he
Yanez,
say?
he said Brazilians have great steak, but
All right.
lack
Alex, clip
flavor.
it.
Lack
Ooh,
flavor.
That's kind of rude. That sounds like a Gilbert hot take.
That is a hot take. I'll be honest. Listen, you know what? Let me do a real hot take on. I don't know if you guys have been to Fogo de Chao or similar places.
No, I've been there. Talk
I'll say
on it.
this. You know, when we go to Shabulin and it's like
Mhm.
all you can
that
eat
sounds
meat,
so good.
that sounds so good, right? I don't feel the same way about Fogo de Chao or Brazilian steakhouses. Here's why. After a while, it's just hot meats with just salt and pepper. It's too much. You know what I need? I need thin Japanese style brisket cuts dipped in a broth with kombu. And you know what? We going strong.
I went to
So-
a
I'm with Tony Kelly on the Brazilian people. They cheat their meats. They
Look,
cheat their meats.
you're kind of right.
Look at
You're
Nick
also
smiling
wrong.
because
You're also wrong, but you're mostly right. That's
because
what
the
I meant to
macros.
say.
I know because you're saying the macros are better on Brazilian meats because they're bigger chunks. You can see, oh, it's 6 ounces, whereas the shabu shabu, it's hard to tell because you just keep
Definitely
eating.
not saying that.
You keep eating and
Nah,
eating.
like four slices of actually no, a whole plate of shabu, like the little meats that they get at Shabulin. That's about 3 ounces, bro. You know what I mean? So when that's cooked down, that's about like two.
2 ounces. And
Two
guess
and
who
a half,
eats
you know what I
15
mean?
of those plates in one sitting? Alex.
I could fuck that shit up. I went to a Brazilian barbecue once, and it was because my stupid ass dumbass, not ex-girlfriend, but the one before that. And we did a meet, right? And it was like a group of like 10 people, and we were like, oh, let's go get Korean barbecue. And she was like, oh, we should go to Brazilian barbecue instead. And everybody's like, oh, okay, like, is it around the same price? Like, is it the same thing? She's like, yeah, it's the same thing. So like, all right, cool. So it was like me, my homie Fonzo, Kayla, Aaron, right? We all go, and she gives me my check, and I wasn't even trying to be funny. I look at it, I go, what the fuck? Like all loud, because the shit was like $90 for me. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, wait, why is it so expensive? I was like, did they charge me? She's like, oh no, that's how much it is. I'm like, girl, you said it was like fucking Korean barbecue. This shit $90.
So say your name. What's her name? And let's talk about it.
Kelly Yanez, wife
Puppy.
of Adrian Yanez. Adrian.
Eliana.
So what we've learned here is that we basically have all sided with Tony Kelly, and that's terrible on us.
No,
Why?
fuck Tony Kelly.
Yeah, same here. Adrian Yanez, yo, this guy. Can we just say
He's a star,
in the
bro.
star in the making?
He's a
this
star.
Fight, the post-fight speech. Let's go. Can
He
we
was
give
dope.
this guy a title shot now?
Honestly,
All right.
I think he's ready. When I saw him fight Randy Costa and he weathered that first round of him just getting like just outlanded and he was like bloody and he came back and he finished Randy Costa the way he did, I was like, oh, this kid is the real deal. And for him to come out here with all this, there was a little bit of hype behind the Tony Kelly stuff and the dirty Brazilian comments that he said. Man, he went out there and that catching of the switch kick into the left hook, oh, it was just mwah, mwah.
Was that
It
on a
beautiful.
repeat? He caught that
Yeah.
every time.
Every time. And then that little body shot. Ooh, that was money, dude. He is a sniper. I think he needs to fight someone big soon. That's what I think.
Bro, I wish they would have not booked O'Malley and had him fight O'Malley,
Please,
bro.
please.
Or the winner. He should fight the
Yeah,
winner
that's
of
true.
O'Malley and Munoz.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Yeah, he's dangerous. I don't know about you. I feel like I get a little nervous because I feel like he still gets caught like good amounts,
He does.
even in this fight. But I mean, his striking so good, bro. And then I guess he was saying like Tony Kelly was like, "You're a make-a-wish Jorge Masvidal," like when they were in the cage.
That's good though.
And then
That's kinda good.
then Yanez was like, he's like, I bet you he wish he didn't say that now. You guys that knocked out.
Yeah. So what you guys are saying, winner for playing matchmaker, winner of Sean O'Malley. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
You guys-
actually, no, I was gonna say winner of Song Yadong and Corey Hagen, but
That's
that's
a big
probably
ass
too
jump.
high.
Yeah,
Jesus,
that's
that's a big jump. That's a big jump. I know. I know.
we
I
got
got
to
a
wait.
little
Are we
ahead of
getting to that
myself.
later? I didn't check. Are we?
No, I didn't put it on there. That's why I mentioned it now.
Okay, good. Really quick. I'm gonna get your quick pick on that.
Okay. Quick pick.
Quick pick.
I think Corey gets that.
Interesting, Alex.
I think he gets that over Song.
You know, I think right now I think I'm going Sandhagen, but I think it's gonna be a tough fight because Song Yadong I think is gonna be so much stronger and like physical than him. But that's a gas taking issue. You know, Song Yadong's never done 5. Corey Sandhagen can do 5. So I think right now my pick is still Sandhagen.
Cole, you guys already know what I'm going with. You guys are. Oh, you guys always
Going
forget to
China
ask-
Power.
No, it's not even about China Power. You guys, yes, I am going China Power, but you always
So
forget.
you don't think
the X
Taiwan's a
factor.
country?
No, he's Taiwanese, right?
Song Yadong?
Yeah, he's Taiwanese, Chinese.
Dude, that fool is from the mainland.
Okay, let's go China Power then all
China
day.
Power, boy.
You're
Let's
lost,
go.
Top Gun, for not having it filmed in China.
His sister is Zhang Weili for sure.
But I was gonna say that, bro.
Or
watching
he's
her
Zhang
win-
Weili. Have you ever seen Song Yadong and Zhang Weili in the same room?
Can we please start that meme immediately? This episode of We Out Here MMA is sponsored by Cometeer Coffee. And you're probably wondering, what is Cometeer Coffee? Well, Cometeer is brewed coffee, flash frozen at peak flavor, delivered straight to your doorstep each month. So you wait to enjoy delicious coffee in under, not an hour, a minute. And you're probably wondering, like, okay, this sounds very technical. This sounds so advanced. Like, this is alien technology. Like, I don't know if I'll know how to do this. Guess what? If you have water, hot water, and Cometeer, you got yourself a cup of hot coffee or iced coffee. It might be easier if I just show you. So let's take a look. The way I like to make my Cometeer coffee is very, very, very simple. I like to take a matte black pan. I like to put some really delicious water in it, put it over the stove, let that heat up. And while it's heating up, you do the most important thing. You look for a really good mug. Don't use that one. Don't use that one, but use this one. Yes, this one is perfect. Place it down. Now you go to your freezer, take out your Cometeer. I'm going to go with this capsule right here. Run it underwater for just 10 seconds. Let it get loose. Okay. Boom. Take it out. Pop it in the mug. That was a sound effect. Now you're going to take your hot water. You're going to pour it over the mug onto the capsule. Take a little mini spoon like this, because everyone has a little mini spoon. Stir it up a bit. Take a whiff. Take a sip. And guess what? Cometeer coffee. Guys, get yours. All right, for a very limited time offer, Cometeer is offering a huge discount of 40% off your first purchase plus free shipping when you use the code WeOutHereMMA at www.cometeer.com. Order today. You don't want to miss out on this one. Once again, that's WeOutHereMMA as the code. Guys, Cometeer.
I don't know about
started.
y'all.
We
but
get
I've
started.
never seen
Nobody
them in the
else
same
there.
room.
Yeah, me and Nick will start it. You don't do anything.
That's
Alex.
you know what that is? That's the title of this episode. Ever see
actually-
Zhang Weili and Song Yadong in the same room? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, make that the title. Let's see how big we are if we can even get caught wind of that and see if we can get canceled semi. And then
We need to get canceled, bro. Like we need some clout. We need to say some racist stuff so we can get canceled a little bit.
I'm like, all right, leave
you
it
know-
up to me.
Just a little bit.
But do you know who didn't say anything racist was Julian Marquez because he was silenced in the first round.
Oh my.
What did you guys think about
Whoa.
that? What did
Dude,
you guys think about that?
I did not
Also,
think RoboCop was gonna look that crispy and that
RoboCop?
freaking
Love
like methodical. Like he
Mhm.
went out there on a mission,
how old is
and
he?
dude, he looks like he's 75 in this picture,
Dude, seriously.
but jacked. He looked impressive because Julian Marquez, man, he's a beast.
Cuban
He's
missile
tough.
crisis.
He's durable. He gets into scraps. But Gregory, the way he just picked him apart, and he just beat him everywhere. Like I wasn't expecting the fight to go down that way. I thought it was gonna be more of a slobber knocker, like it was when he fought against Petrosian. But man, he said, "You know what? I'm gonna get that W back," and he showed it. He showed it. He's phenomenal.
How old is this guy? Yeah, he does look like hella old, huh?
Yeah, he looks pretty old. He looks like that guy that's like the old guy that can just beat people up at a bar. Former Muay Thai champion. All right, guys, we have Damir versus Guram. Yo, I'm really high. Even though Damir won, I'm still super high on Guram.
Man,
I thought
Guram's
guy-
Guram won, bro. I
Yeah.
thought he won.
Bro,
I think
that
he
guy-
landed the better shots, maybe.
Yeah.
He looked
but
cleaner.
Look
His
how
striking
close
looked
it was,
cleaner.
though.
I
Yeah,
thought
look
he
how
was going to
close.
get the nod. I thought he was going to get the nod. And it was once this fight was announced, the decision was announced, I realized I don't know how to fucking score fights, man. I don't know. Like it's all over the place. But Guram, dude,
He's so crisp, man.
his kickboxing is legit.
Bro, They were
That
both.
K1 experience. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They're both really fucking good. They'll probably fight again, but
championship.
yeah, dude. They're gonna meet each other in the future
Bro,
for sure.
the road to a championship fight in the UFC right now, as like one of the lower tier guys, is so hard. Everyone's so good.
Yeah.
You can't fight scrubs.
Especially all the
and stuff.
foreign talent.
It's so ridiculous. I was gonna say, is it because he probably wore the damage more, Guram? Because like he was bleeding.
Yeah, I do think Damir got a lot of he landed some really nice shots, but I think I'm surprised that the total strikes were this close.
Yeah,
I thought
honestly.
Guram outlanded him a little bit more. It doesn't seem like in the fight, but maybe Damir had the bigger shots. And yeah, I guess he did wear it worse. Guram did, so maybe that's why he got the nod. But
At one point,
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
if you guys noticed it. I thought Damir like got like poked in the eye, but he has like a tick where he like
we said
like,
not to
yeah.
bring that up in the show notes. We put that in the show notes to not bring it up, and then here you are bringing
This
it
thing?
up. Oh
Yeah.
God, dude, don't do it.
What is
don't
that?
do that. It's
thought he got
it's
poked.
insensitive.
I thought he got poked.
I thought he got poked honestly, and I was like, oh wait, I think he has a tick. I think that's cool, bro. Like, imagine how hard that is fighting. Like, you're in the middle of something and you have to like tick. Imagine like someone tries to like time it and shit, and you just like fucking.
How would if you were fighting Damir and you notice his tick? Well, how would you use that to
I would
your
just-
advantage?
I would use this in my back. I keep saying, bro, I didn't poke you in the eye. Stop lying. Bro, stop. I go, stop. Stop this bit. And I actually think it's a bit. Like, dude, stop your bits.
You go to the ref, complain to the ref.
Herb,
he keeps
Herb,
faking
it's
it.
a
He
bit.
keeps
You see
faking.
this bit, Herb.
My fingers are closed. Does he keep doing it?
Oh man, think about finding someone with Tourette's and they just keep yelling the N word. What would you do? What would you do, Alex?
I'd knock him out like Adrian Yanez did Tony Kelly.
Let's go. All right.
What does
speaking
this show
of-
come to, dude?
I don't know, but speaking of the word I just said, we have an amazing win from Milwaukee
Wow.
Buckley and Albert Derive. I'm confused. I've seen fights stop before where the eye was plump like that. I'm a little confused. Is it really if you just can't see, or could so like that was supposed to be stopped, right?
Some fighters they'll admit to like guessing how many fingers the person had, and like they'll actually get it right, and they'll be like, "Okay, cool, fuck it." Like I forgot
long
who
as you
had
get
a
the thing-
story about it.
Michael Bisping, I think.
Yeah, but
Out
as
his
long as you could
medicals.
see a little bit, you know. But for this fight, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was pretty bad. It was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
I mean, it was
And-
like closed.
And Joaquin looked good, man. I wasn't expecting him to look that good. He looks like he's getting better. He's looking like
Patient.
Yeah, more patient, more dynamic. He's using his skill set a little bit better. His takedown D was pretty solid. Dude, fucking Joaquin Buckley is going to be someone to reckon with at 185.
I think he
He's a
needs to
beast.
work on his out of cage persona. I still think it's weird the whole coming up to Till and fucking
Talking
what
about
was it?
fighting. It's like, bro, you haven't even fought ranked yet. You feel
That's
me?
why it's weird to me. I just wish he would like not get too cringy too fast.
He
Tim
wants to fight,
Means,
man. This guy.
Kevin Holland. Alex, what'd you think? Did you have Tim Means winning this?
I
right?
thought Tim Means was about to shock the world and stuff, but yeah, no.
He didn't look
Holland
bad.
looked good. Yeah, Holland looked good, bro. Tim Means is good, but yeah, honestly, I think that's a real good win for Holland because I think people don't realize how good Tim Means actually is.
Yeah.
So
He looked good in the beginning of that fight too. Like
Yeah.
he was winning the first like 2-3 minutes of that fight.
Yeah. So I mean, Kevin Holland's on he's doing good, man. And just to like go, I guess, quick to matchmaker, he was talking about Sean Brady calling him out. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, him and
That's
Sean
a good
Brady.
fight.
Yeah.
That's a good fight. He could really test his wrestling because
Yeah.
his wrestling D looked pretty good, man.
Mhm.
Even though
Kevin
people are
Holland.
gonna say that it's like, oh, it's Tim Means. He's not
Oh,
a,
Tim
he's
Means
not a
is
legit
good, bruh.
wrestler. That's what people are gonna say. But you know, when he stuck him with that right hand, when he throws his straight rights
Mhm.
and his straight shots down the pipe, I think that's when he's at his best. And he looked real once he landed those two crosses. Ooh, it was
Mhm.
scary, man. Especially at 170. Oh,
Yeah. I'm happy he's at 170 because this has probably been the weight class he should have been at this whole time. But honestly, I think him fighting at middleweight, fighting these big ass dudes, even fighting at light heavyweight, only played to his advantage because now he's fighting guys that are like sized good enough for him. And he's probably like, man, this don't feel like nothing, you know, compared to these big ass dudes I was fucking fighting.
Give him Chimaev.
low key, kind of a firefight.
Give him Chimaev.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. That's fun.
I think there's talks of him trying to fight Remember Thy Name, aka Belil Muhammad.
Belil.
But do you
Right.
guys remember that Kevin Holland and Chimaev actually had beef at one point?
Yeah, and
Yeah, he like
Fight
told him
Island?
to like go grab his bags or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that was the whole like racial.
Yeah.
It's a dumb racial thing. Yeah. All right, guys. Cowboy Cerrone, Joe Lauzon. What happened?
His knee locked up. He like dislocated his
I don't
knee.
even.
Joe
I don't know the
Lauzon
full.
did.
I don't even know the full story. I thought he was just lying.
Apparently he was like finishing his weight cut. I think he was gonna weigh in. He like misstepped and then his knee locked out. And then they had
Jesus.
all he documented everything. They had all the UFC staff come, the doctors, everybody to try to unlock his knee because it was like just stiff as a board and he couldn't get it. And then they canceled the fight.
Damn.
But they eventually fixed his knee once they canceled it though.
Did
But
they?
maybe this fight's not meant to be.
Yeah.
Who knows? Or maybe third time's a charm.
That's what Dana White said. He's like, this is starting to turn into Khabib Ferguson.
Except like not at the same level.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, show some
Yeah.
fucking respect.
Look,
show
I just said
respect.
not same level because everyone's talking about Khabib Ferguson again. I don't know how this is coming up.
Oh
I
my
keep seeing this
God.
headline pop out like everywhere. I'm like,
I think it's fire. I think it's great. Why you sign, Alex?
Because who cares? Like, obviously, Khabib would literally manhandle and win, bruh. Like,
Nick didn't even fight that. He's like, no.
We're talking about Ultimate Fighter, boy. You know what I mean?
I mean,
We're
I
not talking about.
guess.
We're not talking
You
about
wouldn't
Russian
wanna watch that?
basketball, Dagestani basketball.
I'd
It's
want to
cheating.
watch it, but I think it would be so cringy because I feel like Tony Ferguson would try so hard to like build up something or something that it would turn into a cringe and everybody's gonna be like,
Turn
"Ugh,
it to a
alright."
cringe.
It's gonna be a cringe, the ultimate cringer. Oh,
Ooh, shout out to Henry Cejudo.
yeah.
Calvin Hader, Josh Emmett. We've got, I mean, this was a tough one in terms of, I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts on jab or power shots. What wins the eyes of the judges? I don't know anymore. Nick. Help me out here.
I think they got it wrong. I think in my mind and how I scored it, I had Cater winning 2, 4, and 5.
Wait, 2, 4, 5. Okay.
2, 4, 5. That's what I thought. You know, a lot of the big shots that Josh Emmett was landing, I feel Cater was, blocking. Like, I'm sure he ate some of those shots, but I feel like he was defending a lot of them too. Like, he had a really nice high guard, and I thought it was hitting a lot of forearm too.
His face looked okay.
Yeah, and Josh Emmett's face did not look that good afterwards. So and some might even say that Josh Emmett lost to Dan Ige.
Yep, I thought he did.
And similar kind of way he won the fight in that fight, he kind of won in this fight, just extended over 5 rounds. So in my mind, Calvin Kattar won. It's kind of a bummer, and I feel like most people feel that way, but at the same time, it's like it's I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how to fix it. Do you think an open scoring situation would have changed the outcome? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I see that DC hates open scoring. Did you hear him and Dean talking about it?
I wasn't paying attention. What was his whole opinion on that?
It was really quick. That's all
shouldn't be?
He just says, over here, we don't like open scoring.
Yeah, he made like a post about it. I forget what his exact reasons were, or he did it on his podcast or something like that. But I don't know. I kind of disagree. But, he was an actual, who knows? He's the champion. That's how he feels. But I feel like a lot of fighters would still fucking love open scoring. But I'm with Nick. I thought Kattar won, and even if you were like, oh, they go based off damage and shit, I'm like, Emmett was way more damaged, I thought, than Kattar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a weird one. I feel like, I don't want to say lucky, but kind of, right? Josh Emmett's kind of got lucky on these last couple of decisions.
Well, maybe he has a very judge friendly fight style, because the way he blitzes, he makes guys back the fuck up.
He
even
does
though
octagon control too the whole time. He covers.
Yeah, and I guess because it's like the way they weigh it in the judging is pretty much like striking is like the top tier, and then grappling control is like the secondary tier. So once say the striking between Josh Emmett and Calvin Kattar in the judge's eyes are equal, then they'll go to the next criteria and they'll kind of judge it that way. And I think octagon control is like a little bit lower on that like hierarchy. But then again, it's like I feel like in the striking department, Calvin Kattar did enough to win. That's what I think. What do you think, Gil? You have a stupid face right now, and it's making me insecure.
No, I want to. Do you guys feel like for sure Calvin Kattar, or are you upset that how sometimes we go like, "Hey, it was a split decision," but I would have been mad.
It was close.
Are you mad? Are you mad, or are you like, no, he really lost? Like you're not mad, or you are mad?
No, it's not that I'm mad. It's just like in my eyes, it really depends on who you're talking to, right? Like, because the judging criteria is a little weird. And it's at the end of the day, it is subjective. But in those rounds that Calvin Kattar won, I'm sure there's an argument that you can make that Josh Emmett won those rounds. But in my opinion, I still think Kattar won that.
So I saw someone on a tweet. Alex, what do you think about this? I think it was during the fight, a tweet popped up for the second round. Someone said 10-8. Emmett. Did anyone have a 10-8 in that?
No, dude. You want to see a 10-8? It's Deron Wynn and fucking Phil Haas.
Oh my God.
10-8 in their first round.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a great representation of what a 10-8 should be.
Mm-hmm. Like
very one-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah, one side is like a couple knockdowns. Was there a knockdown in the first round? There was, right? With
because the elbow, yeah. So
I think that is a good example of what a 10-8 should look like in a striking situation. But in this fight, I don't really think. Like, I feel like Josh Emmett clearly won that third round. Like, I think that was clearly his. The first one could be a toss-up. What'd you think about 4 and 5, Alex?
I agreed with you. I thought Kattar won those.
Was it pretty clear-cut to you?
I thought so, yeah. I thought Emmett looked good the first round, that he came out strong and kind of controlled. I think he was doing a little. I think he did more. I think Kattar did more the second round, but then the third round, he kind of looked like he was kind of like not slowing down, but like almost being conservative. That's when his coaches were like, "Yo, you got to like pick it up," like. So yeah, I agree with. I thought it was 2, 4, 5 for Kattar, and I thought they were like pretty clear. I thought his jab was doing good. He was controlling the whole entire fight. And yeah, that was another one. That was another one like with the Ige fight. Like I was like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, Ige won this fight, and then they gave it to Emmett, and I was like, oh shit. I mean, I guess I don't know what the fuck I'm.
How'd you score it, Gil? Did you score it?
It's gonna sound crazy. I thought it was 1-3 Emmett.
Okay, what round? A 1-3 Emmett.
1-3.
Mm. Well, look, see, that's the other thing too. Is like I'm not mad at that either.
4 or 5 for me was obviously Kattar.
Because in the second round, I think Calvin Kattar had a really good first like 2-3 minutes, and then Josh Emmett, and Josh Emmett started to take over in the second round. So that's why I think that's the round in contention. But to me, all things considered, from the second round beginning to the end, I still feel like Calvin did enough to negate what Josh Emmett's rally in later in that second round. So in my mind,
did he do enough
to
beat the champion from a different organization? That's what you have to ask yourself, as Ariel Helwani says all the time.
I will say this though, like this is one of those decisions where I'm not like mad. Like, you know, it's like a split decision, but like I guess, but like there's been obviously some fights where you're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck were this judge watching? You know, this wasn't one of those, but I was a little shocked. I thought, like, you know
what I'll put this in the category of? I'll put this in Max Holloway Volk 2.
Interesting.
Maybe that, I think that's even a little bit closer.
I thought Max. For me, I thought Max
won that.
Yeah, but there's enough contention in certain rounds.
Yeah,
where it's like, okay, these rounds, these fighters won clearly, and then but there's one round where, depending on how you scored it, changes who wins the fight. That's I think that's what it comes down to. So I don't know. I think Kattar won, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, let's play matchmaker on this. The cards are the way they are. So we have Josh Emmett, Max Holloway versus Volkanovski 3 coming up. I believe Brian Ortega's tied up as well, correct?
Yeah.
At the Yair. So we basically
this is what you do.
1 through 3 of Kattar. He just beat Kattar. So who does he do now?
This is what he does. Arnold Allen, winner, fights for the title. Title eliminator.
You mean Josh Emmett, Arnold Allen?
Yeah, Josh Emmett, Arnold Allen fights for the title. Winner fights for the title.
Is Brian Ortega Yair pretty soon, or is that later?
I think it's coming up.
I think it's in August.
So I
got one.
Josh Emmett can potentially just fight the winner of that.
No, dude. We got to fit Arnold Allen in the mix somehow.
God, you're so gay for him, dude.
No, because look, it's not that I'm gay for him.
I just want to fuck him. That's
like, I think he's lovely.
I just think I think he's lovely. I think we have to figure out what to do with him, because it's like, he got to win with Dan Hooker. A lot of people are going to be like, man, if Josh Emmett fights for the title, that's not going to be fair. So depending on how the UFC wants to handle that, they could probably use Arnold Allen and make them fight each other, and then see what happens from there. And then eliminations can happen,
Interesting.
Makes the choices a little bit easier.
Okay, so
and it's fresh meat.
Nick's big on that. He wants to introduce Arnold Allen to the party. Alex,
nobody wants.
What do you want?
All right, this is what I think you do.
Marlon Moraes? Yeah, me too.
No, you do Arnold Allen versus Korean Zombie. You do Bryce Mitchell versus Josh Emmett.
Yeah, Jeremy Stevens. I like that.
The winner of those fights fight each other, and that is the title eliminator fight.
Whoa, pause. You were saying Josh Emmett fights who?
Josh Emmett fights Bryce Mitchell.
Oh.
And then Arnold Allen versus Korean Zombie. The winner of those fights fight each other.
Oh, you really want to make this longer. I see.
That's like a whole thing, dude.
Also, Bryce Mitchell, Josh Emmett look like 2 different weight classes.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryce Mitchell.
I think you'd be surprised, dude.
Or you know what?
Bryce
Actually,
Mitchell's
you know what?
135.
Never mind. You do Giga versus Arnold Allen.
But Arnold Allen just won, right?
Yeah.
But didn't Giga just lose?
Yeah, but still, they're still ranked pretty close to each other.
Okay.
8 and 6, and then I feel like you got to start adding Bryce Mitchell in here somewhere, or you do Bryce Mitchell, Arnold Allen.
Does Josh Emmett go to number 4 now because he beat Calvin?
I think so. Honestly, I think everybody will move down.
Hey, that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
I think Arnold Allen jumps even Korean Zombie, because Korean Zombie just lost and Arnold won.
Okay, this is what you do. I got it. I figured it out.
If you're wrong, Nick, you will have to leave this Zoom.
Oh, geez, the pressure's on. Okay, you take Mozavar Evalev.
Jesus Christ. All right, go ahead.
Okay, you take him. You make him fight Bryce Mitchell. Boom. You take Giga and you make him wait.
Good.
You just make him sit. Okay.
Cool.
Then you take Josh Emmett, Arnold Allen, winner fights for the title. Boom.
This is basically you just trying to insert your Arnold Allen and Josh
Dude,
Emmett pick again.
I think this is a good idea, man. I just threw in a fucking decoy.
Well, that's definitely gonna be a fight night. That's a fight night for sure. Headliner. Anyways, let's get to our We Out Here morning news. Let's see how long this is.
It's too long.
Wait.
It's way too long.
No, is that the whole thing?
Yeah, it should be
Damn,
shorter.
Maybe it should be a little longer so we can make fun of it.
All right, hey, don't tell. Hey, say less.
Henry Cejudo and Petr Yan trade shots on Twitter. This fight happened. I don't like this at all. So Henry Cejudo, if you're coming back to fight, it's like do what you were doing earlier. Go for the names. I don't think Petr.
Whoa.
Yan's a hard fight, and it's kind of like he's not UFC star.
Whoa.
Right? Is he
Hey,
also?
Alex, can you take a picture of me doing this?
What?
Like what?
yeah.
Henry
Don't block
Cejudo's
your
doing?
face. Don't
Yeah,
block
I
your
got
face.
you.
Don't block your
No,
face.
no. Just this is the picture you're gonna take.
Hey,
But
say
don't block your
less.
But what happens if Nicholas said say more? Then what do we do then?
Then he'll put both hands up like this and point.
All right, gentlemen, this is a bad idea, correct? It's not a win-win for promotion.
No.
It's not a win-win for Henry.
This is a good idea. Henry Cejudo needs to fight someone. He can fight Peter.
I think he gets
Yan.
automatic. He gets automatic title shot. What are you talking about? It's the champ. What are you talking about, guys? Come on.
I don't know
Who would win
because what's it called? The title is about to get fought for, and it's gonna be Aljo and TJ. That's like
Is there
in,
a
like,
date?
Yeah, I think it's September 10th or something like that. And then so that's a while. Obviously, they're not gonna fight right away. Henry Cejudo should be back. Like I think he was in the he got back in the testing pool like 3 months ago now or something like that. I think I don't remember, but around the time that they're gonna be like done and still healing up and shit, he might be back. So let him fight Petr Yan, and then the winner of that fights for the title.
Part of me feels like TJ Dillashaw fighting for the title this early is illegal.
Yeah, I
I
hate
don't
it.
know.
How many fights does he have right now?
Just one, and that's Corey Sanhagen, and I think Corey won that fight.
Sanhagen won the fight, bro. And he's a fucking cheat. So like, why does he get the title so quick?
We don't factor that in. Once you pay your dues, you're done. We can't live in our past.
fuck all that.
results.
I low key wanted TJ Dillashaw and Jose. That would have been
Yeah.
sick.
Oh, that's a good fight though. Jose and Marab. Ooh.
I keep
That's
thinking you're to say Mariah. Sorry.
Merab Moraes.
Remember when Moraes beat Jose?
Oh man, that doesn't look. That's a bad loss on Jose's record now. Jesus. All right, so you guys are for this. Interesting. I guess my one point is I just feel like Henry Cejudo in terms of promotion, also what he's done, it's like no, you give that guy a title shot right away. So if he loses, kind of like go back to retirement. But if he wins, it's like ooh, great story like GSP coming back, grabbing the title. So I say Henry Cejudo should be just fighting for the title, not Petr, and most likely losing to him.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think that's the fight to make. Like, I don't understand. I think it's because Dana White is really annoyed at Henry Cejudo. I think he just like doesn't
He's
really
not a
like
fan.
him.
He's not a fan. is
Yeah,
he?
and I think he wants to fucking punish him a little bit because it's like I'd rather see Aljo fight Cejudo
Exactly. I'd see
than
that.
TJ. Like I don't really. I think TJ could wait. He should fight one more fight. That's what I.
Maybe Petr. Maybe TJ should fight Petr.
That'd be lit. That'd be lit. Him or
Who takes that?
Aldo.
Probably Jan takes that.
Jan eat his heart, brother.
Bro,
He eat
honestly,
his
I
heart.
feel like that last TJ fight, he don't look the same no more. He had to wait 2 years. He had to get off steroids. I don't know how he won that fight, but I don't think he looks the same. And I think
He just held his hips the whole time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think
Who's
I
injured,
think
that doesn't-
guys. Oh my god.
That doesn't count as a double leg. You know what I mean? I don't think that should win you the fight, especially when Sanhagen was, fucking piecing him up. But
yeah.
that
I
fight
don't
was
know.
complicated. That was it wasn't like as I just described it. It was a more complex fight, but I still
I don't
feel
know.
like TJ
Cindy
should
takes
fight
Cindy
one
takes me down like how TJ does, and I always lose.
You mean
I don't know
Stephanie?
what that means.
Stephanie.
Stephanie always takes me down like that, and I always
that
lose
how
when we
she-
judge a scorecard.
Who are the judges?
My parents on Zoom. All right, this is weird.
That's
Let's
weird,
move on.
bro.
Let's move on.
That's weird.
Tiger Blade Live this weekend, June 25th.
Yeah, plug it on this show.
All access. Lift God Acosta. That's what they're calling him on that day. All access, Lift God
All
Acosta.
access.
Hey, am I
Acosta.
gonna get a cool little thing to wear? Or what?
You do. You get a token. Also, you get an NFT saying you were all access.
Ooh.
Is there any
Take a photo.
tickets still available? I would like
I
to buy
think
some.
It's sold out. But Nick, let's do the We Out Here raffle. You submit your name, and maybe you can win tickets, Nick.
That's pretty
Ooh.
cool, man.
It's
That's
only
pretty cool.
available to the host of the show. Sorry, audience. Sorry, audience. All right, let's get to our next news story. We have a did Khabib retire to escape Charles Oliveira?
Let me
And
go ahead
I
and
brought
take
this up. I'm going to just say this. I didn't read the article. Nick, do you want to give us a little bit on the article? Is it just someone discussing that?
This is just what happens. Anytime Sean O'Malley says something, it becomes news. It becomes
Good.
news, and that's fine. It's
He
great.
built a brand. He's good.
He's built a
smart.
brand. No, he honestly, I didn't realize how big his freaking podcast was. His podcast is very
What
large.
kind of numbers does he do?
Like within the first couple hours, it's like 20, 30K, you know, like a episode. I don't know what it's
I'll say one
later.
thing. Does he have Commetier Coffee as a sponsor?
He doesn't, and that's where he's slipping, and that's what's gonna it's gonna mess up with his numbers at the end of the day. But for the most part, he has a very big following.
Pause. CommentierCoffee.com. Use the promo code We Out Here MMA, guys. Also, if you are listening to this, you can also hit subscribe. Bing, 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 bing. Hit the bell for notifications, and also leave a comment down below of what your favorite jiu-jitsu sexual position is. Thank you, Nick. Anyways, you were saying Sean O'Malley said this and then it became a headline, and I will just start with saying I've been saying this. I don't think he escaped. I just think it was a very timely. It was a good time to exit because we don't know.
Oh wow,
We
bro.
don't know, man.
I think Sean O'Malley's still drunk from that one time that he skipped out on
So
Tiger Belly
stupid.
that
Here we
weekend,
go.
and he's just saying wild
He's
things.
coming on next week. Stop putting this pressure on me.
You know what I'm saying? So nah, Khabib ain't scared. I still think that would be a good fight, but Khabib ain't scared. Khabib ain't ducking him, bro.
But Khabib would lose. Anyways, Nick, what do you think?
I don't think
You're
Khabib
wrong,
will
Gil.
lose. I think Islam loses though.
I think you're
Yeah.
wrong. I think here's the thing. One more time. Here's the thing. I think Charles has yet to fight a very well-rounded top
Here we go.
grappler in the form of
What?
Khabib.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's one
Okay,
person
who-
in the form of Khabib is one person.
In the form of Khabib, as far as his ability to really good takedowns, really good top
Choked out
control,
Kevin Lee.
ground and pound, and submission ability, right? Who
Choked out
has he
Kevin Lee.
fought that really kind of embodies that?
Jared
Choked
Gordon.
Is he known for his top game? Is he known for his ground and pound, and that's like his A game? Is
Well,
that his
I
A
will-
plus game?
I
could
will say,
be.
he's a black belt from Henzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. He also
Is
won
he
Abu
though? Is
Dhabi.
Jared Gordon
he
really?
also won Abu Dhabi 2014 Open Class. So what are we doing, Nick? You didn't think I looked it up? just now?
2014, dude. Hey, 2014. I was doing jiu-jitsu in 2014, and let me tell you, it was a little squirrely over there. The Dagestanis have not entered the grappling
Doesn't matter.
scene. at
I
that
wonder
time,
if they
bro.
would just dominate right now, like if they went to ADC.
I don't
Like-
think because they don't play for points though, so they would lose.
Hey,
the
how about
jiu-jitsu
this, Nick?
game, the jiu-jitsu game nowadays is just so different, bro. It's like-
Who do you think
it's like
wins?
100
Habib or what's that guy's name that's like killing everybody? in-
Ryan Gordon.
Ryan Gordon.
Gordon Ryan.
Or
Gordon
Ryan.
Ryan.
Hey man, switch your name around, dude.
Ryan Gordon.
Stop slapping Brazilians backstage.
I think it's different when you get guys who are specialists versus MMA fighters. Like there's a guy named Nicky Rod. He's a
yeah.
former teammate of Gordon Ryan, and he was doing submission wrestling with Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades is known as a wrestler, pretty good. Grappling is his ability. Like that's his like A game. And Nicky Rod was just like choking him out, like kind of tossing him around, like giving him the work in the clips that I saw. And they have like 2 or 3 rounds of about 5-minute rounds of them just rolling. And Nicky Rod is just like all over Curtis Blades. So I think when it comes to MMA fighters versus like pure jiu-jitsu guys, in some cases, like that case, I feel like the jiu-jitsu guys get the nod.
Okay.
Look it
no,
up.
just-
It's pretty crazy to see Curtis Blades like get manhandled a little bit.
Nick, I just want to answer your question earlier with Charles Oliveira. Hatsuhioki, remember at that time period in 2014, he was the submission specialist. He also beat Nick Lentz. At the time, was younger, and that guy was a grinder.
He still doesn't match the criteria.
He also
I'm asking
choked
for.
Will Brooks. Let's not forget wrestler, NCAA wrestler
Will Brooks.
Will Brooks. Also, he fought Nick Lentz
Yeah.
again. Kevin Lee,
Yeah.
Tony Ferguson, Doris Master, Michael
Hey,
Chandler.
Kevin Lee's a wrestler, actually. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah.
I don't know
He's a
what
good
this
wrestler.
Robert De Niro face
But like,
thing is.
what's his submission game? What's his like grappling game? He's not a grappling, like he doesn't finish people with submissions. Like,
Hey, according to Kevin Lee,
doesn't.
Khabib was
He keeps him
scared
down.
of Kevin Lee. So,
oh my god, y'all wild, bro.
I'm just saying, you
You
give us no
guys
options
are
because
wild.
you're saying, who has he fought that's like Khabib? No one's like Khabib.
Well, Islam is, and when we see him fight, we're gonna see what happens. Like,
Nick, how much money?
like once again, Arman Tsarukyan, he's fighting in the main event. He is someone that embodies this type of top game that I'm talking about. There's very few guys in the division that embody this, past, present, and right now. There's very few guys. So that's what I'm saying. He hasn't fought these kinds of guys yet, and we're gonna see.
Your voice is
We'll
changing
see.
so much, and I
We're
kind of
gonna
like
see.
it.
We're gonna see.
We're going to see.
see.
You're turning into Miss Doubtfire.
Oh,
Ooh. We're going to see.
I've fucking put a cake. on
that's
my
such
face
a
right
good
now.
movie, bro.
It still holds
Yeah,
up.
let's talk about that. This is a movie podcast. We're not talking
Actually,
about Ms.
really
Doubtfire,
quick, just top MMA movie.
MMA movie.
Never
Here
Back
Comes
Down or Never Back Down 2?
I think
Never
Here
Back
Comes the
Down
Bang.
3. Oh,
Or
actually,
Warrior.
I'll do.
Warrior's good.
Warrior's good.
I
don't
best
know
of the
too
best
many-
one.
Which one is Warrior?
That's the best one.
I can't think of any other MMA movies.
I told you, Here Comes the
Other
Boom
than-
with that Kevin guy or
Who's that?
whatever. Boss Rutan's in it.
Kevin
that's
James?
like, okay,
Yeah,
Kevin James. Shout out to that movie. All right. Well, we'll decide. That discussion will keep happening until he fights Makhachev.
Hey, at least you trying though. Shit.
Who?
Nick was trying to get that shit clear, but it wasn't going.
Best fight breakdown of all time. Darren Wynn breaking down his fight with Phil Hawes.
You guys have to play it and watch it, but
Can you
I
give
don't
us a
know if you guys
rundown
are
for the
ready for it.
audience? Give us a rundown
No.
for the audience.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Never
'cause
mind.
No, I'm not gonna
Let's
do
go
that.
to our quick pick picks with Alex Acosta and Nick, thy ear. Remember the name. Arman Tsarukyan, biggest cheerleader over here. Nick Dunn. Can never stop
he's-
talking about this guy any chance he has.
You know
We're
why?
talk-
Gil
we're
hasn't
talking
watched
we're
any of his
talking
fights.
about
He hasn't watched any of
Ngannou.
his fights.
We were talking about Ngannou and Cerrone. And it's like, man, if they had takedowns like Arman Tsarukyan, I'm like, bro, I'm watching a heavyweight fight. Get that guy's name out of this conversation.
Bro, look at these guys' records right here. This
They're
is the
really
type of
fucking
level
good,
that
dude.
we're about to experience. I wish this fight wasn't happening.
Yeah, for real.
Same. That's why I feel bad for these guys that are so good. It's like they shouldn't be fighting each other yet. They should be fighting each other at the championship level. Like, get rid of some of these old dudes at the top.
Dude,
Seriously.
Arman, he like Joel Alvarez when he fought him last fight. Joel
Yeah.
Alvarez, I think, is gonna be a future contender for sure. But like they made Arman Tsarukyan, they just they made him fight, and Arman kind of like crushed his stock a little bit. And like the way he performed, Joel Alvarez, like, you know, the way he got beat up in that fight, some guys don't come back from that, but I think Joel Alvarez will. But it's just like, man, you want to see these guys. He should be
Get some
fighting Joe
runs.
Lauzon. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Or Cowboy Cerrone.
Really quick with Tsarukyan. So he's born in Georgia, but his nationality is Armenian Russian, but he fights out of Russia. What do you think his what do you think he fights for? Like, what flag does he hold up?
He does
Exactly.
both. He I think he
Oh,
has
he's
one of those
United
flags.
States. Where does he train out of?
He trains out of I think
Dude,
dude,
it says Team Lionheart. It straight up says Team Lionheart on Wikipedia.
Yeah, Lionheart, Pasadena. That's where he trains
What's up,
at.
boy?
Nick
What's
is his
up,
trainer.
dog?
That's why Nick's been.
What's up?
It really does say
Marlon,
Lionheart.
Marlon
though.
is Marlon. I think he was training out of ATT because that's what my homie who trains him said.
Okay, but all jokes
but-
aside, it does say Lionheart on his team.
That's pretty
on
crazy.
Wikipedia.
And then I think also Gamrot trains out of ATT too.
They all train on ATT. This is confusing.
I'm sure they're in different camps now for this fight, but I don't know. I don't know where they're at now. Who knows? Nobody knows.
Damn,
Nobody has
Gam-
this information.
Yo,
Gamrot's
Gamrot,
good,
though,
man.
And not only Gamrot is good, his grappling achievements. Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of first places in ADCC and like all these Polish no-gi competitions.
Yeah,
Nice.
so Gamrot is training out of
ATT.
he's training ATT. He's taking pics with Jorge Masvidal and Dustin Poirier. Like he's very well rounded, man. His grappling is definitely what he shines in, but he's very, very well rounded. I think he does have like better striking and overall. He has a better overall MMA game than Arman, but I feel like Arman, man, I just think his wrestling and his pressure is on another level. And I feel like
he has no awards.
we're
Seriously,
gonna see how this plays out. But I think Arman is gonna edge him. I think he's gonna be able to edge him out in this fight.
That sounds sexual and disgusting.
And then he's gonna finish him. And then he's gonna finish him because he's the master of Kuma Sutra.
He's gonna edge him out, then finish him.
He's gonna edge him, dude.
I'm gonna just say right now because I'm curious what Alex's pick is. So I'll say mine because it's the opposite of Nick. I'm gonna go with Gamrot because first of all, you guys know how this works in the UFC. There can never be a moment when there's not a Polish champion. When one retires, a phoenix is born out of Poland. A new Polish power. And guess what? Gamrot. And I'm gonna be a little biased here because it did change. I didn't realize his accomplishments in grappling. Very impressive, like actually impressive. And he sticks with Poland all in all. Tsarukyan, United States, Georgia, Russia.
You're saying he's a flip flopper?
I'm saying he's a Nick Dunn right now. Gamrot, Polish power all day. Alex, what do you think?
I think Arman is going to get a decision. But I see if he loses, I think it's going to be Gamrot beating him within the first 2 rounds. Gamrot's physical and he's strong, and their grappling, I think,
dude.
I think their grappling is going to cancel each other out for a little bit. But I feel like Arman made the fight with Islam hard for Islam.
Yeah.
So I think like grappling like down, in those later rounds, I think Arman's still gonna have that edge, and I think he's gonna edge out a decision on this fight.
See, he's edging, dude. They're all edging. Everyone's edging. Okay.
And he has a better edge up. You feel me? So like,
yeah, he got a better fade. He got a better edge. He got better lines.
Damn. Well, there you guys have it. Once again, they pick the same. I pick one, and then I will win again. But then it'll be because of a bad split decision, and everyone boos me. So that's literally how our picks go all the time. You guys pick the same. I pick one. My guy wins. But it's always like my guy shouldn't have won, even though he won.
If this happens again, that's a curse. It's the We Out Here curse. Because every time me and Alex pick the same, that's why sometimes I just pick opposite Alex just to fucking mix it up, dude. Because I get bored of the fact that I always pick the same as Alex sometimes.
I don't, because I end up right.
Right, Alex? Do you ever change your pick because you think I'm going to pick the same thing?
I would say Alex always stays pretty true to himself. Nick likes to play. He likes to gamble a bit with the audience.
Dude, I gamble all the time.
This guy
You'll never know where my heart is, boy. Come on.
He plays roulette. He plays roulette once. This guy's losing all the money.
Yeah, I'm like red. All right, no. I'm gonna go black. No, I'm gonna go red.
He's like, I'll choose purple. There's no purple.
Sir, you've been here for 25 minutes. You haven't bet yet. Are you gonna bet or?
I'm like, what do you guys think? Should I go here or should I go here?
Speaking of that, maybe we'll talk this off camera. I was curious if you guys want to go to Vegas, but who cares? That's in 2 weeks. Anyways, Neil Magny, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
This fight right here.
Dude, if Rakhmonov wins this, and I think he might be able to, that guy looks fire when he fights. That's a good name on his resume. He can now start fighting some big boys up there.
Yeah.
So
dude.
I'm gonna go with, that guy. I can't say his name. Shavkat.
Who looks more Asian, Neil Magny or Shavkat?
Oh, Neil Magny. I've seen Rush Hour. You remember Don Cheadle in Rush Hour 2? People forget about that.
Yeah, the guy that literally gave Jackie Chan his hardest fight.
Yeah,
Tooting Tiger. He says that. Tooting Tiger.
Shout out to Don Cheadle. If you were ever a fan, if you ever watch this, I hope you see this. We'd love to have you on to talk about specifically cinematic fights in film. Alex, who do you got for this?
Man, I have Shavkat. I think he's gonna win. For some reason, I have like this little feeling that Neil Magny's about to like end the hype train, but
he always does it. He always ends the hype train,
and he's good, man. His cardio's insane. He's long. But I think Shavkat is just going to be so physical and aggressive and just do work, bro.
Who's going to do more edging?
I mean, Neil Magny actually has an edge up. It seems like Shavkat doesn't give a fuck what his hair looks like. Yeah, so, I think that also makes him win. He don't give a fuck what he looks like. He's in there to freaking just smash.
Smash, brother. Smash.
And also, he wears one of the coolest fucking hats I've ever seen when he walks out. So, Shavkat.
He's from Kazakhstan, brother.
What do you want, Nick?
I got Shavkat.
Yeah, same here. Wow.
Actually, you know what? Neil Magny is gonna upset. He's gonna pull.
Upset.
He's
I
gonna
think
upset.
He's the
him,
favorite.
dude.
No,
No, he's definitely not the favorite.
he's got to be. He's a vet. He wins all the time.
Nah, dude. Shavkat. Everyone's high on Shavkat. Vegas. Vegas knows what's up.
Also, a lot of fighters I've realized are coming out of Kazakhstan. That's cool. I just want one of them to be a champion, just so we can get rid of this whole Borat thing. When people think of Kazakhstan, they think Borat. Like, nah, man. Think about this guy, this Asian leader of AAPI, anti-Asian hate. All right. Josh Parisian versus Alan Badeau. What do you guys think?
I'm big on France, so I'm gonna go Alan Badeau. And his name is the Black Samurai. Yo, like,
Oh, come on.
Come on.
I mean, his striking is pretty good for a heavyweight, and I think he's gonna piece him up. I think he's gonna get like a second round TKO.
Does he train with Cyril? I feel like all the heavyweights in France train with each other.
All the French black dudes all train together.
basically.
That's racist.
Probably.
Honestly, there's nothing more I like than a black Frenchman. They're just cool.
I've never seen a large Frenchman. Oh, that's a white guy. I've never seen a large white Frenchman. That's the size of Alan Badeau, who's 6'3" and
Henry
250.
Hooft.
He's not French. He's Dutch, isn't he?
Body Hari.
Morocco?
I'm just saying kickboxers now. Alistair Overeem.
Sammy Still.
Alistair
German.
Overeem, right? Yeah, he's from France.
He's not French. He's from the Netherlands, dude.
Oh, Netherlands.
He
And he's
speaks
not
French.
white.
Okay, relax, Nick.
I'm talking about
Jesus.
white.
The
I'm
way
talking
you
about
said
large white
that,
Frenchmen.
he's not white.
What
I'm
about the
like,
guy from
whoa.
Rocky?
Ivan Drago. Yeah, the Russian guy. Yeah. Hey, Nick, get better internet. Please get better internet. Nick, get better, internet.
And use code 20% off for better internet at weouthieremma.com.
Here's the thing, guys. Me and Alex drink Commandeer coffee, and we use the promo code We Out Here MMA, so we feel energized and we pay our Spectrum on time.
And now
Nick
he's back.
Doesn't. Oh, he's back now.
Yeah.
Is he? He looks frozen still.
He's either frozen or mad. Who knows? But we're going to keep this in.
Oh, he's
now
moving.
He's back. Now he's blinking.
No, it's frozen.
Oh, snap.
Wait, turn this off so we can see his face closer.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I want to see this.
So here we go. We got Nick. Oh,
It looks
no.
like he's being. Oh,
There he is.
This guy has no AC and has no internet.
And we didn't even
Yet
stop. We just
he
said use
does-
code promo.
Go ahead. Promo code what?
Promo code We Out Here for 20% off for better internet.
Let's go. Tiago. Oh wait, we didn't pick our guys. We're all picking Allen. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Cool. Tiago Mois versus Christos Giagos. These names get better and better. Let's go.
Who you got?
Oh.
Joe, you pick first.
Well, this guy got embarrassed.
You pick first,
He
dude.
was-
I can't help that I have Spectrum. They're the only
We have
provider in
Spectrum.
the area.
I have
They are the only provider in the area. If there was a better option, I would go to them. Trust me. Okay?
Comcast. Get it.
That doesn't come out here. Okay.
Gamecast.
Spectrum
Gamecast.
has a fucking monopoly hold on my area.
I'm gonna go with Christos Giagos. Have you guys seen this guy's
Wrong.
traps? Nope. Okay. Alex,
That's why you think he's gonna win because of his traps.
I'll be saying this.
got-
I've been watching a lot of bodybuilding, and I think that plays a factor in some fights. Go
I
ahead,
got
Alex.
Tiago Mois. I think
Bodybuilding or
Tiago
fights?
Mois is good. I think he just had a couple rough fights. He was fighting really high level people. But I think Tiago Mois is gonna win this fight, and I think he's gonna win a decision, and he's just gonna dominate all 3 rounds.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Nicholas Cage.
I got Tiago Mois. Just because, I feel like he's, like Alex said, he's fought all really good guys. And he's going to get the rub. When you fight like high level competition that's better than you, I feel like you get a rub and you kind of understand what's needed to be the best. And I feel like that's going to take him to the next level. So I got Tiago Moises, cuz.
Interesting. Once again, I'll go with Christos because of his body and his physique. What you guys are forgetting is he's a smaller Chris Bumstead. And if you guys don't know who in the audience listening who know
So
who Chris
stupid.
Bumstead is, Mr. Olympia, 3
He looks
times in a
nothing
row.
like Chris Bumstead, okay?
Same upper body. What I've been
Dude,
learning is if you eat
why,
5,000 calories a day, you could look like that. Maybe
Ooh.
And all the trend your body could ask for.
let's
Okay. But
go.
let's be real. When you see Chris Bumstead, you're like, this dude is stacked.
Can I say something though? I feel he's natty for sure. And you think I'm making a joke? All the other guys don't look natty. He looks natty to me.
Not at that level. I actually
Compared to the other guys, he looks
people
natty.
compare him to Arnold, but he's definitely not natty. To compete at that level, you're
He's
definitely not natty.
They test, dude. I've been following the sport for the past 3
All right,
months.
dude. Next
shout out to
fight,
my boy Christian Guzman, inspiring me to lose weight. Let's go. Nathan Manis versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Nick, we know who you're picking. Nick, inshallah.
Who am I picking?
Inshallah.
I'm picking Umar. Inshallah, brother.
There we go. Alex?
He's too good.
I think Umar sucks, and I think Nate Manis is good. I'm just joking. Umar is gonna win this fight.
But guys, look at what's Umar's record. Look at it.
14-0.
Is it really? I thought he lost one.
No, he didn't.
Nate Manis lost one. He's 14-1.
Yeah, but
Umar just beat Brian Kelleher pretty easily, and Brian Kelleher is a fucking beast, dude. Like he made it look easy.
Know the fighter Tony Grappling?
Yeah,
yes,
that's the fight that I know. But remember Nate Manis. Nate Manis did come back,
fucked up,
but he was getting pieced. God,
Grave is legit too. He's scary,
Yeah.
but I think this is different. I think skill set wise, Umar just has all the tools to win, and he's impressive to watch. Have you ever seen one of his fights, Gil?
One fight, and he held the guy down and beat him.
I think in the
Did
next
he? Did he or did he piece
chain
him up
wrestle?
on the feet
Did he
first?
chain wrestle?
Did he throw these crazy kicks that a Taekwondo master in Korea would be like? Those are some great kicks.
Is Chris Bumstead natty? I still think so. Chris,
Don't trust Gilbert's takes, you guys.
Chris, honestly, all jokes aside, I do think that guy is. I don't know why I think he's natural, man. He's natural.
He has. I'm sure he has a video of him saying, "I am not natural." I'm pretty sure it's out there.
Whatever, dude. You're a liar. Chris Curtis versus Rodolfo Vieira.
Dog,
I don't know too much about the Chris Curtis guy.
Chris Curtis is a beast. He knocked out Phil Haas pretty in spectacular fashion when he was losing that fight. Chris Curtis is a real deal, bro. I feel like
8 losses.
Rodolfo, bro, you are worrying about the wrong things. Rodolfo Vieira, he's a grappling whiz, amazing grappling, but his big problem is being able to get guys down in recent fights. And I don't want to say he's been exposed, but the blueprint is out to beat him. And I feel like Chris Curtis is physical enough. He's big enough. He's strong enough. His striking is pretty fucking crispy. And it's going to be able to keep Rodolfo off of the takedowns. And I feel like Chris Curtis is going to get the W. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I feel like he's going to finish Rodolfo.
Alex, what do you think? Who do you also think needs to see Bo Hightower for some chiropractic work?
Well, I think Chris Curtis needs to get chiropractic work. But
Who needs
He needs a
hammer to
backiotomy, bro.
yeah,
He needs a backiotomy.
I think Chris Curtis is gonna win. I think he's gonna knock out Rodolfo.
I also agree.
Yeah, Rodolfo. Yeah, like you were saying, his cardio is bad. I think Chris Curtis is gonna catch him with one of those bombs, knock him out, and also his nickname is Action Man. It's pretty dope. So
Pretty fire.
He also put a hyphen there. You doesn't even need a hyphen, but he added
Action
it.
Man.
I like it.
And his hair is
Man.
I like it how big his hair is. So let's go.
All right, guys, those are our picks for the main card. If anyone has any shout outs for the prelims, I have one. I always like following this guy, Carlos Ulberg. Let's see if we can get a little streak going. One of Izzy's training partners. But we will see. Nick, anyone you're interested in? Julian Paiva. I know you like that guy.
You stole mine. I liked watching TJ Brown fight. He's pretty fun. He's always in some scraps. Brian Kelleher and Mario Batista's a little banger.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I do like Brian Kelleher.
Who's Mario Batista? Is he newer?
He's Dave Batista's son.
What? Hold on,
I'll show you right now. I'll show you right
Yeah. Look it up. Look it up.
Oh shit, he is. And it says Chris Bumstead, super natty. Posted by Chris Bumstead, Team Chris Bumstead.
This fight also, it should be an interesting one. Remember she was the one that jumped in Joe Rogan's arms, and yeah, she's a stripper and stuff. This should be a cool
Wait,
fight.
she's a stripper?
She was. I think she stopped after her last fight or fight before that, but should be a fun fight. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Isn't that a YouTuber, Jin Yu?
I don't know.
Like a powerlifter YouTuber?
Yep, that's
Oh,
her.
you said you're all into bodybuilding and powerlifting all of a sudden and shit.
I had to get in, I had to mentally get ready to be inspired. And the bodybuilders are great at motivation. I didn't realize that. They're really great. And they're all
You know what they're
natural.
also really good at? Taking their
Natural.
clothes off. They're really good at taking their clothes off. And sometimes it's like, hey, we get it. You guys are jacked. You guys are shredded, but just wear more clothes. Just wear more clothes in the gym. And don't wear these little tiny little stringers, dude. Because that's gayer than 3 guys, fucking 5 guys. I
Oh, we're gonna get demonetized.
think. Will we? What do you mean demonetized? We have 500 views. Come on,
I'm
dude.
sorry.
I could say
Is
anything.
your puppy not trained?
My puppy just pooed, so we should probably end the show because
Wait,
All right,
pause.
guys.
No. We have to address that. Why did it do that?
because she's in the room with me. Remember, she can't be out there with the other dogs.
And
I
Alex
can't let her
didn't take her
out.
out.
I
All
let her
right,
out
guys.
before this, but she's been crying.
I gotta cook dinner.
I don't know if you guys
Stop playing
noticed. I've
music.
been muting my mic for like over and over and over and over again because but yeah.
All right, stop playing
And also,
music, guys.
Chris
Those-
Bumstead is not natty.
He is now. I'll show you some
Confirmed.
videos from his team. Guys, that's our show. Make sure you follow Alex Acosta, Nick the Ear. Make sure you follow us at We Out Here
Big
MMA
fan,
on
though.
Instagram. Also, use the promo code We Out Here MMA for commenteer.com. Coffee. We love you guys very much. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Things that you probably didn't know.